It's a lot of working out, and you don't get to eat all the things you want to eat. I think there's escapist movie making, and we want to be captivated and taken away. If it's done right, you can craft an incredible film. There have been superhero films that I think are brilliant pieces of art. Anyone who gets divorced goes through a lot of pain. I don't think I want to get married again. Fragrance is a very personal gift, and I think that's why it makes a great Christmas gift. There's a very distinct signature to it, so if you give it as a gift, I like to think that it's from a person that thinks very highly of you. The problem with romantic comedies is you know the ending by the poster. So they're not movies you can keep doing over and over again, expect satisfaction somehow. When I meet thousands of fans of the comic, when I realize every one of them can recite the Lantern Corps oath, in brightest day, in blackest night, I know how important this is to people. Everyone thinks their baby is a genius. People find it delightfully refreshing when I tell them, my baby? Totally average. Like, 100% average. Any great director is also someone who is incredibly intelligent about whom they hire around them. I think every relationship is going to go through a few rough patches. Those are what make it stronger, I think. If you're going to commit to that, you're going to have to find some way to make it bearable and enjoyable. We might be too proud to admit it as guys, but we still need to learn how to manage responsibility, how to face our challenges. Marathon running, for me, was the most controlled test of mettle that I could ever think of. It's you against Darwin. The friend zone is like the penalty box of dating, only you can never get out. Once a girl decides you're her friend, it's game over. You've become a complete non-sexual entity in her eyes, like her brother, or a lamp. I feared disappointing my father more than anything in the world. I know people that have blacked out that I party with that don't do anything irresponsible. They just act drunk. I don't think people should ever drink by themselves because they need to have friends around that can keep them in line in case they do blackout. I think a fragrance is more of a signature than even what you wear, something you'll remember more down the road than a shirt. If it weren't so off-putting for my co-workers, I'd wear my flannel, one-piece Hannah Montana pajamas, like all the time. It's tough. It's very tricky to throw a morally flexible character onto the screen and have an audience empathize. It's always an exercise in restraint. That's why you and I had friction? God, I always thought it was 'cause I fooled around with your daughter freshman year. I firmly believe that you can't manufacture chemistry with anyone, let alone a kid.